Hey, legends. Welcome back to the pod. I am slightly under the weather. I have been resistant to be fully under the weather. I've got these great herbs from my traditional Chinese medicine doc. His name's Nick Conquest. And they're fabulous. I started off with an itchy throat, scratchy throat, sore throat. I'm like, bitch ain't getting taken down. I've got a speaking gig this weekend in Daylesford and it's just not going to happen. And plus, I think getting sick is such a waste of time. And I will say it's not burnout. It's not being run down. And because I've got that shit sorted, which feels really nice. So I'm like, nah, it's just not going to happen. So sayonara, see you later. Anyway, these herbs are great. And I'm taking about 500 vitamin C's a day. And I've cancelled lots of things. So that's good. Anyway, I shall do my best today. I've been doing some cool things lately that I'm proud of, and they're very little things. I have made myself homemade, what's it called? Salt and pepper tofu, vegan. And I love that dish. It's like anywhere I go, I'm like, have you got salt and pepper tofu, salt and pepper tofu, salt and pepper tofu? It's just, I love it. I love it with rice and I love it with Chinese broccoli. And many of you may know I typically eat the same meal every day. And then I might make some tweaks after about 6 months. So I'm making some tweaks. And yeah, I have I'm nailing salt and pepper tofu. Proud of that. And I also made a vegan chocolate mousse with avocado. Once again, proud. Anyway, these are just the little things, the little wins. I do apologize for needing to clear my throat throughout this episode. I know it's not pleasant, so I just want to apologize ahead of time. Another thing that I'm doing that I am also proud of, I'm just going to start off with what I'm proud of, what didn't even intend it. I did a Instagram reel on this, just kind of like sharing what I'm in the practice of. And I think I'm going to make it a regular weekly thing where I'll just share what I'm currently in the practice of, and maybe it'll resonate, maybe it'll be relatable. But the one thing that I did share is that I'm in the practice of doing the shit that I really don't want to do. For example, I will clean the house and I will vacuum the house and I'll vacuum it. And hey, to everyone who has suggested a Dyson, I actually have a Dyson. But when I really vacuum my house, I want the fucking big vacuum cleaner and I want the cord stuck into the wall because that shit sucks up like you wouldn't believe. And I know the difference between a Dyson vacuum and the electric cord vacuum. To me, it doesn't compare. So when I get the vacuum cleaner out that has the cord, I'll vacuum the house. I'll schmicky dick everything. And then when I'm done vacuuming, I roll up the cord and I roll it up perfectly so there's no knots or kinks or whatever in it. And I tie it nicely around the vacuum cleaner and I fucking leave it out. I leave it out. And I leave it out for a couple of days. And I know in that moment when I say to myself, put it away, just put it away. It literally will take 30 seconds to pick it up, walk around the bench, put it in the cupboard and give it its home and let it rest after such a big workout. But no, I want to leave it out. I want to let it sit under the kitchen bench, wrapped up nice and neatly, and I don't fucking know why. I'll do the same with the washing. I'll put a load of washing on. If it's a beautiful day, I'll hang it outside because I love that. Otherwise, it goes into the dryer. And then I will take it out or bring it in from the line. And what I do is I fold a pile for my stepdaughters, a pile for myself, and a pile for Steve. And then I have like, the bed linen stuff. And my gosh, does it sit in a fucking neat pile in the laundry for a very long time. I even put my stepdaughter's clean washing folded on the stairs so they take it up. And I do that so that they have a level of responsibility, which is to pick it up and put it in their room. But sometimes when I go upstairs and I'm in the laundry and I can see I can see the bed linen stuff, like coverlets and pillowcases that I've already folded, I'm going upstairs, which is where it lives. It's where the linen stuff lives. I look at it, knowingly going upstairs, and I'm like, nah. I'm not going to do it. And I don't fucking know why. But all I know is that saying that has been talking to me a little more recently, which is the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. I'm like, this is messing with my head. It's like if I'm in Kajabi, which is a program, and I'm just doing a marketing email, and there's something else that I need to do in Kajabi, like send out the weekly meditation or I don't know, something. I will do the marketing email knowing that I'm in Kajabi, knowing that I need to send out, let's say, for example, the Monday morning meditation for my Take Your Meds membership. I'll be like, no, I'll do it later. And I think, how much fucking time am I wasting with the thought of, will I do it now? Will I do it later? I'll just do it now. Nah, I can't be fucked doing it now. Let's do it later. Yeah, but why would you do it later when you could do it now when you're right in the moment? Like that thought process, probably a 30-second battle, 30-second clear battle between now, later, now, later, now, later. May sound fucking cray-cray, but this is just shit that goes on. You think I've got all my stuff together? I do not. This is why this podcast is called Real, Raw, Relatable. I'm an authenticity coach because I am willing to share the shit that I have not sharpened, but I'm also willing to share the shit that I have sharpened because I'm a human being in this world trying to do my fucking darndest. And there's this area of my life where I'm like, I could sharpen this up a little bit because I'm wasting my time with a battle in my head. It's gnarly. Like, think about this. I will be in the, local store. Leaf is my local store. I've got all the things in my baskets and I'm standing in line. I'm like, oh, I forgot one thing. I need to go get that one thing. And I'm like, should I get out of line or should I go get one thing? But if I get out of line, then I'm going to lose my spot. But if I stay in line and I don't get this, then I'm just going to have to come back tomorrow when I don't need to come back tomorrow. Or I'm in line and the line actually isn't that big and I still won't get that one thing. And I'm like, all right, there's actually something in this. And when I did post this, a lot of people were saying like, this sounds a little bit like ADHD. And I haven't even, looked into any of that for myself. And personally, I won't. But I'm like, this is interesting that there's always the 1%, that I'm just kind of not willing to do. And if I think about all of those 1% that I'm not willing to do, what is that adding up to? What behavior type and pattern is that 1% that I'm just not willing to kind of do in that moment, which I promise you is not going to take a lot of time. It's not the things that I'm talking about, taking that load of washing that is done, dusted, folded upstairs when I'm still going upstairs and not doing that, right? When I'm in a program doing something, when I could complete what I need to do whilst I'm in that program, it's not taking a lot of time. Putting the vacuum cleaner away when I'm already in the fucking kitchen and I'm already going to walk around the other side of the bench. I'm already going to walk around it, but I choose to leave the vacuum cleaner where it is. All of it is not going to take a lot of time. And so I do. I ask myself, interesting, this little pattern of mine where the 1% is just not wanting to be tapped into. How is that contributing to future me? Or how is it not contributing to future me? This is how I like to process. This is how I like to change my habits and patterns. You might think, nah, this isn't for me, but I'm just sharing the load and I'm sharing the shit. I was actually going to talk about something else completely today, but I'm going to leave that for another episode because I think this is just going to take center stage. You know, I do. I think, well, I've started thinking because I had a kinesiology session with my other practitioner named Nick. I've got two Nicks in my life. And we were talking about this, not this particular thing, but that phrase, the way you do one thing is the way you do all things. I'm like, yeah, is it really? But then I'm like, that's interesting because, there's always that 1% that I'm not willing to do or haven't been willing to do when it's come to money or when it's come to being responsible with my reconciliation of accounts in Xero. And that's something that I have like really pushed myself to follow through on that 1% because I've wanted to contribute to Future Cat. And so when I started to address that, I then looked at like, oh, okay, where are the other areas in my life? I just asked that question, where are the other areas in my life where I'm not willing to do that 1%? And it's just become so much more clear with the washing, with the vacuum cleaner, whilst I'm in a program or whilst I'm taking the groceries out of the car and my water bottle's in the center console and I know that I want to use that water bottle for the rest of the day, but I don't fucking take it. It's an active choice to not take it. It's not forgetful. It is an active choice that I'm making. But it's not from my like beautiful, wonderful, conscious self. It's like, let's make your life just a little bit harder. And so what happens is all these tabs are left open in my brain. Oh, my water bottle's in my car. I should go get it. No, I'll just use it. I'll just use a cup. But I'm like, I don't want to use a cup because I don't drink as much water during the day when I just have a cup. When I have my water bottle, I actually want to finish what's in there, Or every time I walk past the vacuum cleaner, I'm like, should put that away, should put it away. Tab stays open because I don't fucking put it away. I look at my laundry and it's full with very, very neat piles. And I'm like, you could just put that away. And whilst you're going up the stairs, and every morning when I get dressed and I go to put my underwear on, I'm like, fuck, my underwear's in the laundry. Do you know how many times a day I walk from the laundry or past the laundry to my bedroom, but I won't go into the laundry to pick up my underwear and put it in my fucking top drawer. So then every morning I go like, I got to go to the laundry. And you know what I do? I only take one pair of underwear, the one that I need to wear that day. And I don't bring the rest back with me. And I'm like, look at all these 1%ers. Right? And you're probably like, oh my God, Kat John, why would anyone want to coach with you? Well, I'm calling myself out. And this is the area of my life that I'm looking to grow in, the 1%ers. Because I'd say that a lot of the major shit in my life I have tended to and continue to tend to so it doesn't end up becoming major shit that I need to tend to. Now, the 1% is like, you can finally address us. You finally got space and enough awareness and enough consciousness to go, I really would like the vacuum cleaner put away now. I'd really like this laundry to just be nice and neat so the tabs aren't fucking open in my brain. So I have more capacity and space for the other bigger things in my life. So what am I doing? Like I am legitimately, when I'm about to not put the vacuum cleaner away, I can hear the voice in me so clearly. Put it away. And it is like a stern, a stern, loving grandmother. Not your mum, grandmother. It's just this respectful, authoritative tone. Authoritative. Wow. Help me. You know what I mean? Tone that just says, put it away. A tone where you just like, no, you can't fuck with it. So when I go to walk away, I'm like, no, put it away. And it's calm. It's not like, you fucking idiot cat, you're a loser. I can't believe you even thought about putting it away. It's like, that's the tone that I'm saying to myself in, that I'm talking to myself in. When I go upstairs and I walk past the laundry and I consider walking up the stairs, but I see the, what's it called? Linen. I'll say to myself, get the linen, take it upstairs and put it away. Now, the other day, I did. I took it up. You know where I put it? I put it on the desk next to the linen cupboard. Fucking lol. Lol. Talk about like half in, quarter in, 1/8 in. And I just said to myself, no, put it away. You know that tone where you've heard it before? Maybe it is from your mother. Maybe it's from your grandmother or someone in your life where you're like, oh, they mean business. They're not being mean. They're just like, you just got to put it away. When I'm in the car and I have my groceries and my water bottle is there and I go to leave it, I'll just say to myself, pick up the water bottle, put it in the bag, and take it inside. It's like Siri or the lady that speaks on Apple, Google Play when you're wanting to be like, hey, Siri, navigate me to wherever. Just like that. Now turn left. In 300 meters, turn right. It's like, pick up the water bottle, put it in the bag, and take it inside. And you think, yeah, I'm going to do that. Just like Siri will say, now turn left, And you're like, yeah, I'll turn left because you've told me to turn left. And that left is going to get me to my destination. Thank you, Siri. That's the exact feeling that's happening internally when I'm doing my Kajabi stuff and I go to close it, knowing there's a tab open that says complete X. I'll say to myself, stay, complete what you have to do, then you can close it down. So what I'm saying, the instructions that I'm giving myself are so simple and basic, without a tone of you're an idiot, without a tone of yelling at myself. It's calm, it's direct, and it's slow. And I don't know why, it feels nice. And I do it. And I do it. And I tell you what, I'm getting shit done. I mean, I get a lot of shit done anyway, but I'm talking about these 1% things where tabs are open in my brain unnecessarily. And I feel good. I feel proud of myself. I'm like, you're a fucking legend. If you can do this, you can do anything. Legitimately. I'm like, wow. What about all the 0.5% things that I'm not doing? But I'm going to give myself a period of grace and not go there yet because I'm just going to nail the 1%ers for now, right? Then I'll reach a new layer and I'll be like, 0.5%. What am I missing? And to me, that just feels like really nice, gradual growth. And I'm doing it for future Cat. That's who I'm doing it for. Plus, I'm doing it to feel good about myself because, truly, that accomplished feeling of taking the linen up, going to put it on the desk, and I did put it on the desk, and then going, no, put it away. And then putting it away, I'm like, oh, that's done. I don't have to think about it anymore. Tab closed. Putting the vacuum cleaner away. Oh, that's nice. Tab closed. Putting my drink bottle in the bag that I'm going to take inside anyway. And there's plenty of space in the bag for my drink bottle. Oh, that's nice. Tab closed. Fuck me. What tabs do you need to close? And how can you take a little bit of what I'm talking about today into your life? That's what I'm going to leave you with.